Hello, here we will start a session on N2 handover in the 5G network. N2 handover in the 5G network. N2 handover in the 5G network. Okay, so here let us draw what do we mean by the N2 handover. N2 handover, and there is another one XN handover. We'll go to XN handover later. For the time being, we'll stick to N2 handover. N2 handover happens between two gNBs, two gNBs which are in different AMFs, or two gNBs which are in the same AMF too, same AMF also. And I have a mobile phone here, mobile subscriber. I have a mobile subscriber here, and this person has an access to the present network, which has a certain AMF, certain G node B. Let's call it G node B1. And for this G node B, this being served by an AMF, we call it AMF or AMF1 AMF. And further we have further network elements such as user plane function, user plane function, and there is this internet. There is this internet, and the connection is in this fashion. Okay? The connection is in this fashion. Okay, and from here to here, here to here, and there, here to here. There's connection from here to here. Okay. Then there is a connection of this sort too. This is actually goes through the G node B, but for the sake of clarity, we say it's different here. This is N1. This is N2 interface. This is the radio interface, which we say UU, denoted by UU. And this is UPF to G node B, we said GTPU. GTPU meaning, okay, let's write this in capital. GTPU. U for user plane. If something like this appears in any of our discussions, generally means user plane. If we have -C, we call it control plane. And GTP meaning G for GPRS, T for tunneling, protocol. Also, there is another network element, SMF. And there is one more, PCF. Okay, these network elements for the time being may not come into the picture right now. When we are talking about N2 interface handover, we are talking about, say, we are going to have a handover process. But before that, let's have another gNodeB, which is in a different AMF. This is, let us call it gNodeB2, and it has its own AMF. And I would like to have a connection to this one. Let's call it red. In this fashion, I would like to have. And I would like to have a different AMF also. The connection between these two. And this handover is called the XN handover. There is some exchange of information between these two, and this procedure is called handover. This procedure is called the handover from one network to one cell to another cell. From one cell in the network to another cell in the network to another cell. Maybe the possible causes are due to load balancing. Load balancing is one of the causes, or network requirements. Network requirements. Or the network requirements. Load balancing or the network requirements. In this way, the N2 handover procedure happens. And if this happens, what happens to this session GTPU? There is this tunnel between all of this. This tunnel looks somewhat of this sort. Actually, tunnel would look somewhat of this sort. This is the tunnel. The tunnel looks somewhat of this sort. Thank you.